Yun na lang, manananig ng system.
Okay na. Good morning, everyone. This private conference is being conducted to discuss the contents of the documents for the technical and financial proposals, as well as the program of works in accordance with the specified items of work. The agenda for this private conference is number one is brief presentation explanation by the back of the following A, basic contract data, including contract description, ABC, and duration, to be discussed by the planning and design section. Requirements of bidding documents, to be discussed by the end user assigned, Engineer Pilapel. Documents of submitted by the bidders, which is the technical component of the bid and the financial component of the bid, then criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award will be discussed by the TWG. So number two is question, comments from bidders and replies of BAC and other representatives procuring entity. Three is other matters. It's include the three strike policy and the checklist for the for pass and fill in the technical documents and summary of proceedings, including supplemental bid bulletin to be issued. So I will give this floor to engineer Soren for to discuss the details of the pre-engineering.
Good morning. For the first project, project ID 25JE0089. The project name is proposed construction of one-story health facilities located in Molave Vocational Technical School, Molave, Zamboanga del Sur. Purok Makugiho siya. We have approved budget for the contract of 3,425,641.09. The our contract duration is 94 calendar days with predetermined unworkable days of 12 calendar days. And this particular building is actually a dental clinic for the school. Okay. Which is found here in the scope of work. So, siguro na po siya i-explain further ang scope. Then for the project number, heading projects, we'll turn over to Engineer Ahmad.
For 26GA001, construction improvement of access roads leading to declared tourism destinations. Lantungan-Bag-ong Oslob Road leading to Seaview, Panoramic, and Eco Park, Bag-ong Oslob, Aurora, Zamboanga del Sur. For approved budget for the contract is 4,410,000. For 26,002, construction improvement of access road leading to declared tourism destinations, NRJ leading to Sunop Cave and Waterfalls, Barangay Sunop, Dumingag, Zamboanga del Sur. Approved budget for the contract is 4,410,000. For 2603, construction improvement of access roads leading to trades, industries, and economic zones. NRJ to Barangay Upper Timunan, Marangan, Kahayagan, Palilit, Zimbabwe in support of the Abaca Handicraft Processing. Midsalip, Zamboanga del Sur. Approved budget for the contract is 4,900,000. For 26 GA 004, Sustainable Infrastructure Project, Alleviating Gaps, SIPAG, construction of road, Barangay Lantungan to Barangay Race House to Barangay Tibunig to Zamboanga del Sur. Approved budget for the contract is 36,750,000. For 26 JA 005, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects, Alleviating Gaps, SIPAG, construction of road, NRJ Litapan, Bag-ong area sa Bag-ong Gutlang, Molave, Zamboanga del Sur. Approved budget for the contract is 44,100,000. For 26 GA 006, Basic Infrastructure Program construction of road, Barangay Maralag to Barangay Lower Timunan, Dumingag, Zamboanga del Sur. Approved budget for the contract is 19,800,000. For 26 GA 007, construction of bypass and diversion roads in RG Population Complete. Tungawin Kauswagan Road, Barangay Kauswagan Section, Zamboanga del Sur. Approved budget for the contract is 14,317,440 pesos only. For 26 GA 008, construction of bypass and diversion roads, Dipolo to Miligan to San Isidro Diversion Road, Barangay Miligan, Barangay San Isidro Section, Zamboanga del Sur. Approved budget for the contract is 19,200,000. This project will be discussed by the planning and design section.
Good morning. To start with contract ID 26JE0001 with project name Construction Improvement of Access Road leading to declared tourism destinations, Lantungan-Bag-ong Oslob Road leading to Seaview Panoramic and Eco Park, Bag-ong Oslob, Aurora, Zamboanga del Sur. Contract duration is 60 days. Road length of 173 meters. 0.346 lane kilometers for the 2 lanes. And for drainage, we have 266 linear meters. Items involved is item B5, project billboard and signboard. Item B.7, 2, occupational safety and health program. Item B.8, traffic management. Item B.9, mobilization and demobilization. Item B.12, removal and relocation of utilities. For Part C earthworks, item 103A1, removal of trees. Item 1022, surplus common excavation. Item 1031A, structure excavation, common soil. Item 1036A, pipe culverts and drain excavation. Item 1041A, embankment from roadway, structure excavation. Item 1051A, subgrade preparation. For the next part, sub-base and base course, we have item 201, aggregate base course, aggregate sub-base course. And for the surface courses, we have item 3111C1, PCCP 0.23 meters thick. For part B, drainage and slope protection structures, we have item 404 for reinforcing steel for line canal, item 405, structural concrete class A for line canal, item 501B3 for pipe culverts 910 millimeter diameter, RCPC. Item 5061, stone masonry for retaining wall, and head wall, wing wall, apron, and catch basin for the pipe culverts. Next is Part H, miscellaneous structures. We have item 6111, trees furnishing, 6112, trees furnishing cocoa-free, and 6121 for the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white. For the next project, 26JE0002 with project name Construction Improvement of Access Roads leading to declared tourism destinations. Energy leading to Sunop Cave and Waterfalls, Barangay Sunop, Dumingag, Zamboanga del Sur. Contract duration of 60 days with road length of 118 meters. And we have thickness of 0.23 meters thick. And items involved is for the general requirements, we have item D5, project billboard, item D.7, occupational safety and health programs, item D.8, traffic management, item D.9, mobilization and demobilization. For the next part, earthworks, we have item 100, 3A1, removal of trees, item 1022, surplus common excavation, item 1031A, structure excavation, common soil, item 1041A, embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, item 1051A, subgrade preparation, common material. For next part is sub-base and base course. We have item 201, aggregate sub-base course. For surface courses, we have 3111A, PCCP 0.15 meters thick for the shoulder, and 311 1C1, PCCP 0.23 meters thick for the pavement. Next is for the drainage and slope protection structures. We have item 404 for reinforcing steel line canal, item 4051A2, structural concrete class A for line canal, item 5061, stone masonry, retaining wall and for the next part is miscellaneous structures. We have 611, trees furnishing, 611-2, trees transplanting cocoa tree, and lastly 6121 for the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white. Next project, we have 26J0003. Project name, construction improvement of access road leading to trades, industries, and economic zones. NRJ to Barangay Upper Timonan, Marangan, Cagayagan, Talibi, Timbaboy in support of the Abaca Handicraft Processing, Midsalip, Zamboanga del Sur. Contract duration of 60 days and road length of 225 meters. Pavement thickness is 0.23 meters thick and pavement width is 6.10 meters. Items involved is for other generation general requirements. Item B.5 project billboard signboard. Item B.7 occupational safety and health program. Item B.8 traffic management. Item B.9 mobilization and demobilization. For earthworks, we have item 102 surplus common excavation. Item 103 structural excavation common soil. Item 103.6A pipe culverts and drain excavation. Item 104, embankment from roadway, common soil. Item 105, subgrade preparation. For sub-base and base course, we have item 201, aggregate sub-base course. For surface courses, we have 311 1C1, PCCP 0.23 meters thick, 6.1 meters wide. Drainage and slope protection structures, we have reinforcing steel, structural concrete class A line canal, pipe culverts 910 millimeters diameter, RCPC, stone masonry, head wall, wing wall, apron, and catch basin for the pipe culverts. And for the last part is 6121 reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white. Next project is 26J0004, project name of Sustainable Infrastructure Program Projects Alleviating Gaps, SIPAG, construction of road, Barangay Lantungan, Barangay Rest House, Barangay Siboneg, Aurora, Zamboanga del Sur, contract duration of 220 days, road length of 1.338 kilometers, and items involved for other general requirements. Item D.5, project billboard signboard. Item D.72, occupational safety and health programs. Item D.8, traffic management. D.9, mobilization and demobilization. For the next part, earthworks, we have item 103A1, individual removal of trees. Item 102.2, surplus common excavation. Item 103.1A, structural excavation. Item 103.6, pipe culverts and drain excavation. Item 104.1A, embankment from roadway, common soil. Item 105.1A, subgrade preparation, common material. For For sub-base and base course, item 200, aggregate sub-base course. For surface courses, 311-1E1, PCCP, 0.28 meters thick, 6.7 meters wide. Length is 1.338 meters. Yes, ma'am. 2.676 lane kilometers for the 2 days. Calendar days of 220 calendar days. To continue, for part G, drainage and slope protection structures, we have item 404, reinforcing slope line canal. Item 405, structural concrete class A for 9 canals. Item 501B3, pipe culverts 910 millimeters diameter, RCPC. Item 506, stone masonry, retaining wall, head wall, apron, and wing wall for the pipe culvert. And for miscellaneous structures, we have item 603, metal guardrail, including post, single W beam. Item 6034B, metal beam and piece, bull nose. Item 6111, trees furnishing. Item 6121, reflectorized thermoplastic pavements markings white. Next project, 26K0005. Project name, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects, Alleviating Gaps, SIPAG. Construction of road, NRJ Litapan, Bagong Ariosa, Bagong Tutlang, Molave, Zamboanga del Sur. Contract duration is 160 calendar days. Road length is 1.878 kilometers, or 3.76. Then 1.878 kilometers, 3.756 lane kilometers for the two lanes. Drainage structures of 1,220 linear meters. Items involved, other general requirements, item B.5, project billboards, item B.7, occupational safety and health programs, item B.8, traffic management, item B.9, mobilization and demobilization, item B.12, removal and relocation of utilities. For earthworks, item 103A1, removal of trees. Item 102.2, surplus common excavation. Item 103.1A, structural excavation, common soil. Item 103.6A, pipe culverts and drain excavation. Item 104.1A, embankment from roadway. Item 105, subbase preparation. For subbase and base course, item 200, aggregate subbase course. For surface courses, item 311.1A, PCCP 0.15 meters thick for the shoulder, and 311.1C1, PCCP 0.23 meters thick, 6.10 meters wide. For drainage and slope protection structures, item 404, reinforcing steel for line canal. Item 405.182, structural concrete class A for line canal. Item 501B3, pipe culverts 910 millimeters diameter, RCPC. Item 5061, stone masonry retaining wall, head wall, apron, and wing wall for the pipe culverts. For the next part, miscellaneous structures, 6033A1, metal guard rail, including post, single, W beam. Item 6034B, metal beam and piece bullnose, 611-1 trees furnishing, 611-2 trees transplanting cocoa tree, and 6121 reflectorized thermoplastic payments markings white. For 26JE006, project name Basic Infrastructure Program, construction of road, Barangay Maralag to Barangay Lower Timonan, Dumingag, Zamboanga del Sur. Contract duration of 114 calendar days. Road length of 1.151 kilometers, 2.302 lane kilometers for the 2 lanes. Items involved is item B.5, project billboard, item B.7, occupational safety and health programs, item B.8, traffic management, item B.9, mobilization and demobilization. For earthworks, item 103A1, removal of trees, item 1016, removal of structures and obstruction, item 1036A, pipe culverts and drain excavation, item 1041A, embankment from roadway, item 1042A, embankment from borrow, 1051A, subgrade preparation. For subbase and base course, item 201, aggregate subbase course. For surface courses, item 3111A, PCCP 0.15 meters thick for shoulder, and item 3111C1, PCCP 0.23 meters thick, 6.10 meters wide. For drainage and slope protection structures, item 501B3, pipe culverts, 910 millimeters diameter, RCBC. 506-1, stone masonry, head wall, wing wall, apron, and flash basin for the pipe culvert. Next, for miscellaneous structures, item 611-1, trees furnishing, item 6121, reflectorized thermoplastic pavements markings white. For 26JE0007, project name of construction of bypass and diversion roads, energy production, Tambulik, Tungawan, Kauswagan Road, Barangay Kauswagan Section, Zamboanga del Sur. Contract duration of 95 calendar days and total road length of 362.60 meters, 0.7252 lane kilometers for the 2 lanes. Items involved is item B.5, project billboard signboard, item 5.7, occupational safety and health programs, item B.8, traffic management, item B.9, mobilization and demobilization. For earthworks, item 102.1, roadway excavation, unsuitable, item 103.1A, structural excavation, common soil, item 104.2A, embankment from borrow, common soil. For subbase and base course, item 201, aggregate subbase course. For surface courses, item 3111A, PCCP 0.15 meters thick for shoulder, and 3111P1, PCCP 0.28 meters thick, 6.73 meters wide. For drainage and slope protection structures, item 5052A, routed P-trap, slope protection. 5061, stone masonry, retaining wall. And for miscellaneous structures, item 603, 3A1, metal guardrail and tubing post, single double beam. Item 623, 4B, metal and beam bullnose. And item 6121, reflectorized thermoplastic pavements markings. That project, 26J0008. Project name, construction of bypass and diversion roads, Dipolo, Miligan, San Isidro Diversion Road, Barangay Miligan, Barangay San Isidro Section, Zamboanga del Sur. Contract duration of 120 calendar days, road length of 567 meters, 1.134 lane kilometers for the 2 lanes. Items involved is item B.5, project billboard signboard, item B.72, occupational safety and health program, item B.8, traffic management, item B.9, mobilization and demobilization. For earthworks, we have item 100, 3A1, removal of trees, item 103, 1A, structure excavation, common soil, item 104, embankment from roadway, item 104, 2A, embankment from borrow, item 105, 1A, subway preparation. For subbase and base course, item 201, aggregate subbase course. For surface courses, item 311, 1A, PCCP 0.15 lipstick for shoulder, and 311, 1E1, PCCP 0.28 meters thick, 6.7 meters wide. For drainage and slope protection structures, item 501E1, 5 culverts, 610 millimeters diameter RCPC, 506 1 stone masonry retaining wall, head wall, wing wall, apron, and catch basin for the 5 culverts. Miscellaneous structures, item 6111, trees furnishing, 6112, trees furnishing cocoa tree, and lastly 6121 for factorized thermoplastic pavements markings wide.
For requirements of bidding to be discussed by the engineer Pilapil.
Good morning, everyone. So, to participate and qualify in our procurement activity, interested bidders are encouraged to read the documents we have posted. Instruction to bidders, bid leadership, general conditions of the contract, special conditions of the contract, bill of quantities, drawings and specifications, and securities and other forms. So bidders are strongly advised to read each provisions, especially the instruction to bidders and general conditions of the contract, which special sections are clearly spelled out in the bid leadership and special conditions of the contract. So bidders are also encouraged to check the bill of quantities so that your bid will be responsive to the requirements set forth in the bidding documents. So these documents are downloadable from projects and DPWH website free of charge. So please be also reminded that the omnibus statement, bid form, and bid securing declaration, if you opt to do this type of bid security, should be in standard format as per guidelines of TPBB in the resolution number 3, 2025. So always check the format of the documents you're using to avoid being declared non-responsive pursuant for using unprescribed format. So let me also read the memorandum from our Honorable Secretary dated November 19, 2025 to the subject directive to require submission of general information sheet reflecting beneficial ownership information and sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership as part of the bidding documents. So this is to ensure the compliance with Section 82 of IRR of the Republic Act number 12009, otherwise known as the New Procurement Act. Dito sa memorandum, the interested bidders are required to submit the document. So number one, the latest general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information duly received by the Security and Exchange Commission Corporation. So, the number two, the sole affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. So this document, the sole affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership, there is a uh, template for this. So if you wish to get secure a copy of this template, you can visit our office, or also we will be posting supplemental for this one to this template. So again, all prospective bidders shall attach to the technical component of the bidding documents a sworn disclosure of relation and declaration of beneficial ownership and general information sheet, clearly identifying the natural person who ultimately own, control, or benefit from the bidding entity, whether directly or indirectly, through shareholding, voting rights, contractual agreements, or other means of control. So this requirement is in compliance with the rule routine disclosure of relations, Section 18 and Section 82 of the IRR of RA 12009. And that's all.
For document to be submitted by the bidders, technical component of the bid, there's a checklist. The most important in the checklist is the omnibus sworn statement in accordance with Section 54.3 of the IRR. Number one is the latest general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information, BOI, duly received by the Security and Exchange Commission or Corporation, and sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership following the template attached as Annex A for all bidders, including sole proprietorship. During the examination, we are graded as fail and pass. So, wala yung checklist na naka-attach doon sa inyo, sa technical documents, you are disqualified. This standardized format is based on the provisions of the new Government Procurement Act, RA 12009, and is aligned with the updated Philippine bidding documents for infrastructure project. And also for the financial component of the bid, there are also a checklist there. You can see in the bidding documents attached. Don't forget to attach all the necessary documents for the technical and financial component. Next is the criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award should be discussed by the DWG, any present in the third, Engineer Castulo.
Okay, good morning sa tanan. On behalf sa TWG, I would like to send to you the project requirements which is included in the following for the personnel and for the major equipments. For organizational chart of the personnel to be deployed to the procurement project, to be paid list of the contractor's personnel like project manager, project engineer, and materials engineer. They should be accredited sa Dayon is to be assigned to the procurement project to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. These personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience set in the BDS. For the list of contractors, major equipment
units is are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements supported by the proof of ownership of or certification of availability of equipments from the equipment leaser or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be, which must meet the minimum requirements for the contract SIP and the DPF. Okay, that's all. Good morning. So, any questions, comments from bidders and other representative of procuring entity? So,
I would like to make some clarification. I would like to address my concerns sa observation natin for the 25, 2028 kasi yung report sa 2025. The calendar days can be verified. Thank you.
these projects are we don't know if there's a correction of these projects because the price of the CMPT is I will give this to the planning and display.
Good morning, everyone. The contract amount of this project may be reduced upon the approval of this project. We're basing on the NEP. By now, the NEP is already in the BICAM, so not yet approved. So we just wait for the approval of the GAA. If the amount is maintained, so there's no changes or reduce because we already know that the Congress and the Senate nag-debate pa sila about this budget. So maybe there is changes when the approve. We will update. Thank you.
For other matters, we also the DO, we are also using the DO 26 series of the three strike policy. So once na may failure kayo sa any kind of documents in the technical components, i-ano namin saan siya na-belong sa three strike policy. So, pag mag-strike policy na po kayo, 3 times strike policy lang po, pagkatapos na, pag mag-3 strike policy na po kayo, you are not disqualified na po kayo attend ng bidding dito sa amin or any DPWH project. So, dapat kailangan i-check muna ninyo ang inyong mga documents before submission so that para ma-aware tayo sa 3 strike policy. Then next is wala na po ba ang other matters? If there are no further questions or comments, let us adjourn. Thank you and advance Merry Christmas to everyone. Party!